Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. So yeah guys, today I'm going to go see Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about it before I go to the cinema and actually watch it. So I'm going into this completely blind. I do know a little bit about the games, nothing major. But basically, I'm just going to be basing this off pure cinematic experience because I wasn't really big into the games growing up. But I know friends of mine who were really big into them growing up, so that's why I know a little bit about it. So basically, for me, I'm just going to go and see what it's like as a film. I mightn't understand certain references, so if I give a review, don't be giving out to me if I don't know a reference or I don't know a certain thing from a scene, because I honestly have never played the games. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing it, see what it's like, because I've heard good things about it so far. And obviously it's been out since Wednesday, but today is Friday, so I am a little bit late going seeing it, but that's okay. So yeah guys, make sure you let me know what you thought of the film in the comments below. You can tell me now at this stage, I'll have seen it by now. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna go head to the cinema and I will talk to you guys about the film when I come home later on. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys when I come home. Alright guys, so it's now actually a couple of days later after seeing Five Nights at Freddy's. I had to sit on it a little bit because, to be honest, I didn't enjoy it all that much. And especially for someone that never played the games or read the books. Like, yeah, you could understand what the story was about if you went in with some kind of knowledge of the games and the books, which is what I did. Like, I have never played the games or read the books, but I went with my friend and she's a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan. And I just thought, like, the animatronics were really cool, to be honest. I really enjoyed that part of the film. I just think the plot, at times, like, the purpose of the game is to keep the lights on for 5 nights. And if you don't keep the lights on, they come closer. I know that's what the games are about. They didn't really use that throughout the film. Like, I know, I get from a cinematic point of view how they couldn't use it, but it would have been nice if they used some kind of concept for it. I think the plot at times, the aunt wanted to take away the sister. Too right, like, the aunt wanted to take away the sister. Like, the brother was taking sleeping pills to, like, try and dream back from when his brother went missing. Like, and kept re-dreaming it. I like the animatronics, as I already said. To be honest, like, I think they could have done a lot of things better throughout this film, I think, like, to be honest, it wasn't gory enough, because it was a 15 rated film here in Ireland. I think they could have been a little bit more scary with certain things, for 15s. I think they could have just tied the plot a little bit more together, and I think they were a little bit too simplistic in what they were trying to do throughout the film. I feel like they should have made the plot a little bit more complex. And I know they signed a trilogy deal, but like, I don't know, to be honest. I think if you're a Five Nights at Freddy fan, you will enjoy the film more than I did, because obviously I went in only knowing the bare minimum, and I think it really did disappoint, to be honest. And I've heard from people that are Five Nights at Freddy fans, and they were disappointed with this film as well. So, like, I don't really know what else to say at the minute. I'm going to sit down and maybe make a couple of notes of how, like, just think a little bit more deep in my head about certain things that happened throughout the film. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'll come back and talk a little bit more in detail in a minute. Okay guys, so I've thought about it a little bit more, and Josh Hutcherson didn't do a bad job in the film. Like, I think, like, of what he was given, he did a fairly okay job. Obviously, I forgot to mention, like, it's about a security guard trying to secure Five Nights at Freddy's during a night shift. I forgot to mention that part. Like, to be honest though, I really like the concept of the little sister and her being, like, connected to the animatronics. I thought that was, like, probably the best thing done in this film. Vanessa wasn't too bad either. I know for a fact she's not into the later games, or maybe the last game, I'm not sure, or one of the later games. I'm not 100% sure about that. But it is a very interesting film. Whether you like Five Nights at Freddy's or not, I think it's going to do well at the box office. And over in the States, it's already on the streaming service Peacock. I think I heard it's already made about 240 million in the US, which is crazy. Lots of people will go watch this. If you are a fan of the books or the games, you're actually going to go see it, whether it's good or bad. It's kind of like the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but for Five Nights at Freddy's fans. I think video game adaptations into film are not as good. And I think we've kind of established that. I really enjoyed Super Mario Bros., but then I grew up watching and playing those games, so that was different again. But yeah, I couldn't really relate to some of the stuff that was happening throughout the film. At one point, how did he escape when the mask was about to go on him? That was kind of unbelievable. But yeah, I don't really know what else more to say about it, other than I didn't enjoy it. I think they could have done a lot of things better throughout this film. I don't think certain parts of it are very appropriate for younger children, and I saw parents take 9 and 10-year-olds to it. They were talking about child abduction and all that. That is not for small kids. I'm sorry now, and it's not the most appropriate topic. But other than that, I think if you have a young teenager or someone a little bit older, it's definitely a little bit more appropriate. But I saw people in my local cinema and they were 9, 10 years of age. I'm glad though that they don't go too much into the child abduction, because that would have been traumatizing for children. And there's kids that love the Five Nights at Freddy's games, so I'm glad they didn't go too much into that, because it would have only ruined the game for young kids. Let me think what I can say. I honestly think it was not too bad. I'm going to give a rating as well now in a minute, but I'm just trying to think of something else to say about the film. I was going to say something else, and I think it's gone out of my head a little bit, but no. I think overall, I would give it maybe, give it a 5.5 or a 6 out of 10. I'm kind of in between. I think on IMDb they're given a 5.4, 5.5, so I'll bump it up to a 6. I don't think it was terrible. I don't think it was great. I think at the time of watching it, I thought it was better than what it was, and then when I got to kind of process the film and kind of think about certain things that happened throughout the film, it kind of made me realise, okay, it was a bit too simplistic. But yeah, make sure you let me know what you thought. Talk spoilers away. As I'm talking spoilers throughout the film, or about the film anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I didn't really go into too much detail, I don't think. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it, to be honest, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say at the moment. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please smash a huge thumbs up. And if you're new, please do consider subscribing. And make sure to let me know what other type of videos you'd like to see in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks so much for watching.